For over a decade, one name defined boxing. A sharecropper's son from Alabama, he not only dominated the heavyweight division, but also became a symbol of hope for a nation in turmoil. This is the story of how Joe Louis rose from the fields to the throne of boxing's greatest champions. The cotton fields of Alabama seemed an unlikely starting point for a boxing legend. Yet for Joe Louis, born in 1914 near Lafayette, this humble beginning would shape the course of American sports history. Louis's childhood was marked by the challenges faced by many black families in the segregated South. As one of 8 children in a sharecropper family, opportunities were scarce. In 1926, seeking a better life, the Louis family joined the Great Migration North, settling in Detroit. It was in Detroit, at the age of 17, that Louis first stepped into a boxing gym. Initially using the sport as a way to stay out of trouble, he quickly discovered a natural talent that would change his life forever. Louis's rise through the amateur ranks was meteoric. His powerful punches and disciplined approach caught the attention of trainers and fellow boxers alike. With each victory, Louis honed his skills and built a reputation as a formidable fighter. On July 4, 1934, Louis made his professional debut. Facing off against Jack Kraken, Louis secured a knockout victory in the first round. This impressive performance announced Joe Louis's arrival on the professional boxing scene and set the stage for a string of victories that would cement his growing reputation. Louis quickly became known for his calm demeanor outside the ring and his fierce, relentless style inside it. As word spread of the Brown Bomber from Detroit, boxing fans eagerly awaited each new fight, sensing they were witnessing the rise of a truly special talent.
Take the left jab, right up to the jaw. But take the left jab and turn his fingers. Fire right to the jaw, and a left hook to the chin. Turn is down, and it's all over. Turn is knocked out. Joe Louis.
With a left swing, body in close, front of a hard right to the body.
As Louis's reputation grew, his nickname, the Brown Bomber, became synonymous with his success. Louis's handlers carefully crafted his image, presenting him as a modest and sportsmanlike figure to contrast with previous black champions. In the ring, Louis's dominance was undeniable. He combined fast hands with raw power, overwhelming opponents with efficient and devastating attacks. His calm demeanor outside the ring contrasted sharply with his ferocious efficiency inside it. Louis faced immense pressure as a black athlete in segregated America. He carried the hopes and expectations of the entire African American community, with each victory seen as a blow against racial prejudice. This burden weighed heavily on Louis as he climbed the ranks of the heavyweight division. On June 19, 1936, Louis faced his first significant professional challenge against Max Schmeling. In a shocking turn of events, Schmeling handed Louis his first defeat, knocking him out in the 12th round.
And again the right hand, who's also done the business. That's what he needs to do, stick nice and close to Schmeling at the same time. Aids a scrambled mind as he goes again from a lovely right hand. Beat the count, short, it's all over. So Max Schmeling wins via knockout at the Yankee Stadium.
This loss forced Louis to confront his own limitations and set the stage for a future rematch of great cultural significance. Undeterred, Louis bounced back from this defeat with renewed focus. He continued to defeat opponents, earning a shot at the heavyweight title. On June 22, 1937, Louis faced off against champion James J. Braddock. Displaying his trademark power and skill, Louis knocked out Braddock in the 8th round.
There's that left hook, and down he goes. 2 left hooks to the head. Alator draped on the rope.
Claiming the heavyweight crown and becoming the second African American to hold the title. Louis's victory was more than a personal triumph. It held deep significance for black Americans during the Depression era. As Louis stood atop the boxing world, he faced the challenge of navigating the complexities of being a black champion in a deeply divided America. As Joe Louis's career progressed, his impact extended far beyond the boxing ring. The heavyweight champion became a beacon of hope for African Americans during the Great Depression and the years that followed. Louis's success brought widespread acclaim, but it also placed him in a unique and challenging position. Despite facing racial discrimination prevalent in 1930s and 40s America, Louis navigated this complex landscape with grace and dignity. He used his platform to challenge stereotypes and push for greater equality. His sportsmanship, humility, and skill in the ring helped change public perceptions of African Americans, making him one of the first black athletes to gain widespread support across racial lines. During World War II, Lewis further cemented his status as a national hero. He enlisted in the Army in 1942, sacrificing the prime years of his boxing career to serve his country. His contributions boosted troop morale and encouraged African American men to enlist, demonstrating his commitment to both his sport and his nation. The anticipation built towards Lewis's rematch against Max Schmeling on June 22, 1938, which carried immense cultural and political significance. Schmeling, now seen as a representative of Nazi Germany, faced Lewis in a bout that took on symbolic importance. Lewis dominated the fight, knocking out Schmeling in the first round after just 124 seconds.
Ripping punches by the Brown Bomber send Schmeling down again. A crushing right explodes off Schmeling's jaw and Max...
This victory was more than personal redemption. It was a powerful statement against Nazi ideology and a moment of national unity. As Lewis's boxing career began to wind down, his legacy as an American icon was already secure. His influence on sports, civil rights, and American culture would continue to resonate for generations to come, solidifying his place as one of the most important athletes in history. As Lewis's career wound down, his legacy seemed secure. But behind the scenes, a financial storm was brewing that would challenge everything he had built. Joe Louis reigned as heavyweight champion for an incredible 11 years and 8 months, defending his title 25 times. His dominance in the ring was unparalleled, but outside the ropes, a different battle was unfolding. Despite earning significant purses for his fights, Louis found himself in increasingly dire financial straits. The root of Lewis's money troubles lay in the tax system of the time. During his peak earning years, the top tax rate reached 90%, heavily diminishing his considerable winnings. Interest on unpaid taxes continued to accumulate, creating a debt that would haunt him for years to come. By the end of the 1950s, Lewis owed over $1 million in taxes and interest. The staggering debt forced him to continue fighting long past his prime. In 1950, at the age of 36, Lewis faced Ezzard Charles in an attempt to reclaim the heavyweight title.
And heavyweight champion of the world, Ezzard Charles.
The fight went the full 15 rounds, with Charles emerging victorious by decision. This loss marked the beginning of the end for Lewis's boxing career. As his options in the ring dwindled, Lewis sought other ways to make money. He briefly tried professional wrestling and later worked as a greeter at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, jobs that highlighted how far the once great champion had fallen. Lewis's health declined in his later years, further complicating his financial situation. In a surprising turn of events, Congress eventually passed a special bill forgiving the remainder of Lewis's tax debt after his retirement. This act of legislative mercy provided some relief, but it came too late to undo the years of financial hardship Lewis had endured. As Joe Louis's boxing career came to a close, the contrast between his in-ring triumphs and personal struggles became stark. Yet, even as he faced these challenges, Lewis's impact on sports and society continued to resonate. His journey from the cotton fields to the heights of boxing fame and the obstacles he faced along the way would inspire generations of athletes and activists to come. Joe Louis's rise to boxing greatness showcased his exceptional skill and determination. As the heavyweight champion from 1937 to 1949, Lewis made a lasting impact on American sports and culture. His victories over Max Schmeling, especially the 1938 rematch, carried significant symbolic weight in the fight against Nazi ideology. During World War II, Lewis served in the Army and performed numerous exhibition matches for troops, solidifying his status as an American icon. Lewis's influence extended beyond the boxing ring, contributing to the advancement of civil rights and opening doors for future generations of African American athletes. His carefully managed public image and sportsmanship helped challenge racial stereotypes and promote integration in professional sports. The enduring nature of Lewis's legacy is evident in the numerous tributes bearing his name. The Joe Louis Arena in Detroit and the Joe Louis Greenway serve as reminders of his profound impact on American society. These memorials honor not only his athletic achievements, but also his role as a trailblazer who helped reshape perceptions and opportunities for African Americans in sports and beyond.